What's up, everybody? I am about to head to New Jersey for a training event put on by CEO Warrior so I can become a better professional service provider in our local communities. Super excited for it. Tell you what, so far it has been extremely slick. We got to the airport within literally 7 minutes of pulling up to 4 Points Hotel. I followed a bus back to the parking lot area, parked my car, hopped into the bus, and then literally within 5 minutes, I was at the airport now. And so I actually left a little bit too much margin on my schedule. So I got about an hour to bum around here before the flight takes off. But I guess I'd rather have too much time than too little. All right, guys, we made it. Just landed a couple minutes ago. So I got to get my Lyft. Lyft was actually about like 20 bucks cheaper than Uber was. So I'm going to go with them and head out to the hotel for the night so I get some good solid rest. So I'm prepared for tomorrow, because I tell you what, the Warrior is coming.
Feel like I'm 100% it, but nobody else is.
So our team got put this together. We are Team Olympus. We are the masters of the elements, because between this table, we do everything. We're on our first lunch break of day one here. A lot of good stuff so far has been happening. A lot of different talks about how to identify the things that we need to change, adapt in our companies and in our personal lives as well. And also tipped off a lot on how these processes and how the changes that we have to make and the things we have to identify, it's not just one single point. It should be things that we implement every single day into ourselves and into our company to make sure that we are encompassing a route of growth for everybody on the team. This morning's activity that we had was like red light, green light, with the CEO Warriors on both sides of us as we were trying to go with our teams. But the thing was, the CEO Warriors were throwing dodgeballs. And if anybody on your team got hit by a dodgeball while playing the game, your entire team had to be taken back to the starting point. So that really encompasses the idea that it doesn't matter how far ahead I think I am or how far behind somebody else is. If we're not in tune with each other as a team, ultimately we are not going to achieve our goals. So that's what the lesson was from very early this morning. Very excited for everything that's going on for the rest of the day. I'll show you some of the different banners that we all made. We had team names that we had to come up with. We had to come up with our team logos and then slogan and what we really stand for and what we are, what we're committing ourselves to during this week of training here. So let's go and take a look at some of these banners. So a lot of different ideas and aspects being conveyed on these banners. We were Team 5, Team Olympus. We are masters of the elements because in our team we have HVAC, electrical, as well as plumbing and water conditioning service too. And my whole point and my takeaway of what I'm committing to is starting a legacy of greatness and a legacy of quality right here. All the other teams, there's a lot of different aspects here. Like I was saying, we've got teams that were built upon honesty and glue and experience. You can see right there, power up and power through. We've got the down under team committing to play full out of entirety of Operations Warrior. Black Ops teams, all kinds of good stuff. So that was a really cool exercise that we had early this morning too. I've already been doing a lot of writing in this book, but there is many pages to go. So I want to make sure that I'm attentive on this, attentive on keeping down all of the notes that come to my mind. So I'm not lazy with it. That way I retain it in my mindset, because I've got to get value out of this. Every single second of this event here needs to be taken back with me, and so I can implement it with our company and start using it for other team members that we have as well, so they're not left behind. So I'm able to train them and help them grow based off of what I learn at this event.
What you feel like you need from us to improve your skills and to get you where you want to go in the company. So you want to go, that's what I love about you. You're a workhorse. Amazing.
Here's what it is with most of you guys. You want to do a one-on-one hiring? You aren't me.
Another break time, so it is time for my next recap. We had another great session brought by Julie, and then as well as Mike and Celia too. They all talked about different aspects of what it means to become a true manager, a true leader in the company, a critical operations manager, and what that all entails, because there's so many different aspects that come into play that all need to be working together in order to make sure that we're doing our job effectively to grow the business and to grow it in a sustainable manner as well, where you're building the culture, you're building your people up in the right way. They're not going to get burned out. You're not going to get burned out. So many different things that have been covered over here. It has been extremely valuable so far today. So great sessions. We're eating some incredible food here. Lunch was great, dinner is great, and very excited for the rest of our classes that we're going to go through tonight. Not sure how long it is going to last. This is a great learning opportunity. It's awesome to be in a group of so many different people with the same sort of mindset and the same goals as well. We've had some really good conversations, not only just in my own team, but with other people who are here as well. It's great to hear their stories, to hear where they're coming from, the different struggles that they've came across in their businesses and their lives as well. So that way we can take those experiences and amplify everything that we're learning here as well. So day one of CEO Warrior, going great. Today's update. It was an incredible day. We learned so much about the everyday tasks and really the hurdles that we're about to face when it comes to being an operational or a critical manager in our company. It was so incredible to see the different ways that I've opened my eyes to different things that not only I can change, but different changes that we can make as an organization that will ultimately lead us into reaching our goals that we're trying to hit each and every day. So CEO Warrior, they are the best at creating this sort of a momentum in your company and this sort of growth that you're really looking for. They've done an incredible job. I want to thank the team so much for day one. It was absolutely great. Learned so much stuff, and everybody here also did as well. So it was really great to be with a group of people that have the same mindset. So thanks to the whole CEO Warrior team, Mike Disney and Julie specifically. You did an awesome job with getting through to our heads about everything that we should be thinking about tonight and thinking about every day forward as critical managers and as people who are running businesses. So thank you so much. That's day one. We'll see you on day two.
One, documenting your trainings. It's real easy for you to like, okay, I got a technical training coming up on cracked heat exchangers and I'm going to
members or friends, right? How likely are you to refer us to family members or friends? This is a question that your service experts.
Yeah, how you doing? Who do I ask I'm speaking to?
My name's Richard.
Hey Richard, how are you?
Good, good. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Yeah, so I got a concern that I want to run by you really quick. So, your guy came out here and he put the coil for me, and your invoice here, this doesn't give any description as far as how much time he was here for, what parts he was using, or the warranty on the job. And that's just unacceptable to me. I have no idea what you did here. I'm going to need you to break that down for me so I know what I'm paying for.
And so I don't have the invoice in front of me. Why don't you read it to me, what it says, and then I'll give you a real good description of what he did.
What is really cool is at the end of the night last night, look at how close people were together, how connected they were, how much of a team that they were, building the boats all up together, representing the things that they were laying on the table and committing themselves to was incredible. So what you guys have as a group of people together should be translated into your businesses and translated into your personal lives and the connections that you're making with people around you. Because if you can do it in here with a group of strangers or a group of people you've never met before, you bet your ass you can go out in the field and do it with other people in your business and grow your business the way it was supposed to through connections with those people, right? So I just want to top off on that and show that you guys have done an incredible job. I feel like I've been super rewarded with getting to know my team more on a personal basis too, and growing that relationship has been super cool and super valuable. So that was my big takeaway from yesterday, to see how far we came within 2 days. All right, lunchtime on day 2. So far what we've gone through today was a lot about recruitment, retention, hiring, what that process looks like and how we can improve it in our companies to get ultimately over time the people that we're looking for and the people that are worth investing our time into. Because if we don't hire on the right people from the get-go, we're starting off at the wrong base. We should never put ourselves in the position where we're 8 months out and asking ourselves, what can we do with this guy at this point? He's toxic, he's negative, nobody likes him, but how do we bring that up? How do we talk to him about this scenario? We should never put ourselves in that position in the first place. So we do that by ensuring that we take these steps initially during the hiring process. So we had a couple of different exercises where we actually went through what a hiring process would look like from a hiring event, which was really cool. Put some people on the spot, so talk to them exactly like they would if they were trying to get a job with CEO Warrior or with a different service company. So that was cool to see that, to see the different responses and to see how some people reacted to a possibly uncomfortable scenario in that position. So very good so far. We'll see what happens for the rest of the day. We're about we're about a third of the way through the day. We went from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock right now, and we've got till 9 o'clock tonight. So lots of learning. They pack it in these events. I'm telling you what, there's so much value being delivered through CEO Warrior in these events. If you've never done it before, you've got to at least look into it for your service company, because this kind of stuff is going to allow you to implement the steps in the field that you've never thought of before. And it's more in depth than anything I've ever experienced as well, more in depth than anything I've seen or even thought about. So great stuff here at CEO Warrior. We'll see you in the next update. Let's see that flower.
All right, everybody, I am back at the airport, about to head to Milwaukee. As you can hear, my voice is just about completely gone from the week and the training activities because of how intense of a training it was. I mean, just absolutely incredible energy in the entire building the entire time. The CEO Warrior team really brought it all to the table, which was incredible to see firsthand for the first time in my life. Stuff we went through today was a lot. Let's start off with culture. We went through culture and how it's the body of your organization. It's not just going out there and buying pizza or buying ice cream or having employee events for fun. You know, it's every single step along the way that we take as an organization to make sure that our employees are happy, that they love their job, and that they're pouring into their job, and also that they have good, positive family lives as well, full of reinforcement. After that, we talked about employee recognition, different ways we can recognize our employees for the things that they do. We talked about 52 weeks of culture. So basically this is 52 different opportunities that we have to introduce different types of culture within our businesses and within our organizations. Just fun little ways to kind of spice up the everyday mundane life that we go through as a company with our employees and with ourselves as well. So it brings a little bit of fun into the everyday week, 52 weeks of culture. After that, we spoke about sold hour rates, the amount that we are charging per hour, and how we get that number and why that number is so critical to what we do on an everyday basis. Obviously, this is going to be extremely crucial to get right. Sorry, it's really loud over here. Obviously, this is going to be extremely crucial to get right, but a lot of people don't recognize how we get to that number. So in order to deduce how that number is created, that was something that we topped off on today, which was really, really good. Then we also went through daily huddles that we should be taking as a team to manage the numbers that we're getting out on the back end after these jobs, managing our P&L, going through all of the critical points throughout the week that is going to determine what sort of actions we're taking on a daily basis to hit the goals that we have to reach as an organization and as a company. The goals that we cannot miss, the steps that we've got to take at that point. Once we recognize that we're a few points off in some of these areas, we can take a couple of simple steps in order to make sure that we fix that, because otherwise it just ends up being like a rolling snowball going downhill. So that was great. We really, really dove into numbers here on the third day. I can't do much more talking. My voice is absolutely gone. So I just want to give my final thanks to CEO Warrior and the incredible event that we had. The team really brought it all. I've never seen such an intense learning environment, especially 12 hours a day for 3 days straight, with a lot of incredible people in there working together, becoming closer as teams, building our leadership skills and building the skills that are going to take us out into the real world and increase our profitability as a business and increase the quality of our lives and our families as well. So it was absolutely an incredible event. I can't wait till my next one. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible day.